When I shared my video on the leadership expectations for the Harvard and Stanford MBA, the response from my email list was electric. And just so you know, my subscribers always get the first look at my latest insights on MBA admissions. So if you're planning to apply soon, make sure you're on the list. You don't want to miss out, especially since my most important live webinar is coming up on June 27th, where I will be talking about why the heck did MBA applications surge this year and what to expect from the new admission cycle. The link is in the description. But back to our topic for today. How important is the GMAT really? I threw out an idea that got everyone talking. If you're aiming for top-tier programs like Harvard or the GSB, could focusing too much on academic credentials and test scores actually backfire? And well, did that spark some questions? What are you saying, Petia, that the test isn't important? Or can I get into these schools with a score below the average? And how much lower is okay? It seems that we really need to unpack this a little bit more, so let's dive into what these test scores are all about and why fixating on them might not be the best strategy. First off, what role do these tests, the GMAT and the GRE too, actually play in MBA admissions? I'm here to tell you that there are 4 areas where your GMAT or GRE will serve as a signal of certain aspects of your MBA candidacy, and that it's important to know each one if you want to be competitive, my dear MBA hopefuls. The first purpose has to do with gauging your academic ability. These tests are specifically designed to assess whether you're equipped for the intense academic challenges of graduate school or not. They test your quantitative, verbal, and analytical skills, and they're crucial for navigating the coursework and discussions that you're going to encounter as an MBA student. The test scores also influence class profile and rankings. A strong test score not only highlights your personal academic skills, but it also elevates the overall academic stature of the class that you end up becoming part of. This is vital because the higher the collective test scores of a class, the better the school ranks in those highly watched MBA rankings. Schools strive for these rankings as they affect their reputation and the quality of the candidates that they attract. Test also serves as a measure of your commitment. Preparing for these tests requires dedication and time, which is why admissions committees see them as a measure of your commitment. A high score can signal to schools that you're serious about your management education and willing to put in the work needed to succeed both in the MBA program and in your future career. Now, the last area is one that often surprises candidates. I've met too many MBA hopefuls who are underestimating this particular aspect of the MBA admissions race. What I'm talking about is that your test score also serves as a measure of your awareness of the competition. These tests are a reality check about how aware you really are of the very competitive nature of the MBA admissions process. Schools use them to gauge your awareness about where you stand among your peers, many of whom are going to be equally motivated and capable. They want to see evidence that you're not just ready for the academic rigor, but also capable of excelling in a competitive environment. That's how I like to think about it. It's a little bit like the Olympics. Imagine that these tests are like qualifying for the Summer Olympics. Earning your spot means that you're one of the elites, right? In a typical Olympics, around 11,000 athletes compete. But remember, just like only about 5 or 6% of those athletes go home with a medal, the same is true of the applicants to the most selective MBA programs. Only a small percentage of them gets admitted. So keep this perspective in mind as you prepare. Your test is crucial, but it's not the whole story of your MBA application. Wait, but if you got to this point and you're thinking, Patty, you didn't tell me exactly how much the test matters, then you need to watch the weight of the MBA application components. And here comes a spoiler alert for all of you who watch this video to the very end. You will find out that the weight of exams in the MBA application process is exactly 20%. But guess what? There's actually a catch about what qualifies as an exam. So make sure to watch that video.